Welcome to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu. We're about to embark on a deep dive into a topic that is undoubtedly on the minds of every forward-thinking leader right now, yet it often leaves them feeling a bit, well, disoriented. How do we move beyond simply experimenting with AI to actually achieving tangible, measurable business impact? If you've been grappling with why widespread AI adoption in your organization hasn't quite translated into those significant needle-moving bottom-line results, then you are absolutely in the right place today.
Indeed. What we're going to unpack today is a truly vital report from McKinsey. It's aptly titled, Seizing the Agentic AI Advantage, a CEO playbook to solve the Gen AI paradox and unlock scalable impact with AI agents. And this isn't just a discussion about what AI could potentially do for your business. No. Instead, this deep dive focuses on what it must do to genuinely transform organizations. And critically, how you as a leader can position yourself and your company at the very forefront of that profound transformation.
Our mission in this deep dive is crystal clear. First, we need to thoroughly understand what McKinsey calls the Gen AI paradox. You know, that perplexing situation where companies are deploying generative AI widely across their operations, but frustratingly, they're seeing minimal, if any, real economic impact.
Right. So much noise, not enough signal on the P&L.
Exactly. Then from there, we'll pivot to exploring how agentic AI is emerging as a critical breakthrough. It represents a significant evolution, moving AI tools from being purely reactive assistants to becoming proactive, goal-driven, virtual collaborators that can act autonomously.
A big step up.
A huge step. Ultimately, we'll equip you with a clear playbook drawn directly from the insights of McKinsey's experts and, the practical guidance we offer at the AI Coach by Anil Nathu for achieving real, scalable, and truly transformative impact.
Precisely. Our goal is to distill the most important nuggets of knowledge from this comprehensive report. We want to provide you with a genuine shortcut to being well-informed on a subject that is poised to fundamentally redefine how work gets done across industries. You'll walk away from this deep dive with actionable insights, a crystal-clear understanding of what the next frontier of AI transformation truly entails. We want you to feel empowered, not overwhelmed by this powerful shift.
All right, let's really unpack this then. The foreword to the McKinsey report, penned by Arthur Mensch, the astute CEO of Mistral AI, immediately sets a compelling stage for our discussion. He states quite pointedly, "We're at a moment when Gen AI has entered every boardroom, but for many enterprises, it still lingers at the edges of actual impact."
He sees the experiments, the prototypes.
Right, CEOs have greenlit plenty of those.
But very few have actually seen those initiatives translate into a noticeable shift in revenue or truly measurable real-world business impact.
And that, he argues, is the very core of the paradox he identifies.
Yeah, widespread adoption of the technology without a significant corresponding return on investment. It's a real head-scratcher for many.
It really is.
What's truly fascinating in Mensch's diagnosis is his precise identification of the problem. He observed that current AI implementations are often bolted on. They're not really integrated into core processes.
Bolted on, that's a good visual.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
He emphasizes that for AI to deliver genuine, transformative impact, it must evolve into a catalyst for business transformation rather than a sidecar tool. He elaborates on this, explaining that most of today's Gen AI deployments, well, they tend to operate in a somewhat shallow manner.
Like an assistant.
Exactly. A highly intelligent assistant, maybe summarizing information or drafting content, but they largely operate alongside existing workflows. They aren't deeply embedded, engaged, or truly powerful agents of fundamental transformation.
So this raises an incredibly important question for leaders, doesn't it?
It does. Are we simply adding AI as an extra feature to our existing operations, or are we genuinely rethinking how decisions are made?
How work flows.
How humans engage within an environment where software can truly act and collaborate. Mensch doesn't pull any punches, stating directly that CEOs must begin asking different questions.
Not how do we add AI?
No, but rather, how do we want decisions to be made, work to flow, and humans to engage in an environment where software can act? This powerfully underscores the profound strategic shift required. It's moving beyond mere technological adoption to a complete reevaluation of the foundational mechanics of an organization.
And here's where it truly starts to get, well, really interesting. Mensch's perspective is grounded in a crucial reality. He points out that the core technology for powerful AI agents isn't some distant, futuristic concept.
It's already here, available today.
Right. The real opportunity, he argues, lies not in building new core technology, but in deploying these agents in ways that are deeply tied to how value is created and how people work.
So it's about the application, the integration?
Exactly. This isn't just about achieving marginal efficiency gains or making processes a little faster. It's about fundamental, systemic change. He frames the McKinsey report itself not as a guide for tinkering,
Which many companies are still doing.
but rather for reinvention. The return on investment, the ROI, he contends, comes from strong intent. Define the outcomes, embed agents deep in core workflows, and redesign operating models around them.
Strong intent, that's
Yep.
key. Define the outcomes first.
Yes, and he adds a critical point, emphasizing that organizations that truly succeed in this new era will be those that pair a clear, top-down strategy with tight feedback loops and disciplined governance.
Strategy, feedback, governance. Got it.
This approach, he asserts, is what truly turns the novelty of AI into measurable, sustainable value. This perspective offers a powerful opening for our deep dive today. Okay, so if we pull all of that together, what does this Gen AI paradox truly mean for businesses right now?
Well, the report highlights a glaring statistic that really encapsulates this challenge. Nearly 8 in 10 companies report using Gen AI, yet just as many report no significant bottom-line impact.
Just pause and consider that for a moment. Think about the sheer volume of investment, the intense buzz, the countless pilot projects.
And yet, for the vast majority of organizations, the needle on the profit and loss statement simply isn't moving. It's frustrating.
Incredibly frustrating. And the report also reminds us, even before generative AI burst onto the scene, traditional AI already held immense value potential, right?
Oh, absolutely. Estimated between $11 trillion and $18 trillion globally. Mainly in specialized areas, though.
Like personalized marketing,
Yeah.
advanced demand forecasting.
Sophisticated fraud detection. But crucially, this was largely the domain of highly specialized data scientists and expert practitioners.
Then generative AI came along and dramatically expanded this potential.
It did, adding an estimated $2.6 trillion to $4.4 trillion in additional value, primarily through its ability to synthesize information, generate creative content, and facilitate that human-like language communication.
Its power wasn't just in new capabilities, but in democratizing access to advanced AI, making it usable for more people.
Yes, but here's the paradox again. Despite McKinsey's global survey on AI confirming that over 78% of companies now use Gen AI in at least one business function, that's a huge jump from 55% just a year prior.
A massive jump.
The tangible economic results remain frustratingly elusive for most.
You've hit on the core issue. If we connect this to the broader strategic landscape, it absolutely suggests a fundamental disconnect between aspiration and actual execution.
That McKinsey survey data really brings it into sharp focus, over 78% using Gen AI.
Yet more than 80% of companies still report no material contribution to earnings from their Gen AI initiatives. That's staggering.
Yes, and what's even more striking, as the report points out, is that a mere 1%, just 1% of enterprises surveyed view their Gen AI strategies as truly mature.
Only 1%. Wow.
This isn't just a small gap. It underscores a critical failure in value capture. It's leading to profound frustration for leaders who've invested so heavily in this promising technology.
So companies are exploring, experimenting, even adopting.
Yes, but they aren't translating that initial engagement into the core business impact that truly justifies the substantial investment and effort.
This paradox is exactly what organizations are struggling with.
And it's a common theme we see at the AI Coach by Anil Nathu when guiding clients through their AI transformation journeys. It's the central puzzle right now.
Right. And the report does an excellent job of dissecting the heart of this paradox. It points to a significant imbalance between what it terms horizontal and vertical use cases. Let's break those down because understanding this distinction is really key.
Okay.
On one hand, you have horizontal use cases. These are the broad, enterprise-wide tools, the general-purpose copilots and chatbots designed to enhance individual productivity across various functions.
Think of the familiar solutions, right? Microsoft 365 Copilot, Google Workspace AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, those types of tools.
Exactly. And these tools have certainly scaled incredibly quickly. The report notes, for instance, that nearly 70% of Fortune 500 companies are already utilizing Microsoft 365 Copilot.
That's huge adoption.
It is. They're designed to save time on routine tasks, synthesize information, and generally make individual employees more efficient, generating meeting minutes, drafting emails, summarizing research, and so on.
And while these horizontal tools undeniably offer real benefits, helping employees draft emails more quickly, summarize lengthy reports, generate meeting minutes,
Things people appreciate.
oh, for sure. But the report accurately characterizes their gains is often diffuse, hard to measure. These benefits are spread thinly across a large employee base, making it incredibly difficult to trace them back to a direct, measurable impact on the top line or bottom line.
So it doesn't easily add up on the P&L.
Not easily, no. This is precisely the bolted-on scenario Arthur Mensch referred to earlier. It's an additive layer, an individual assistant, rather than a fundamental transformation of core business processes.
The individual productivity gains are real, but they don't aggregate into clear, substantial business impact at scale.
It's like adding a turbocharger to individual cars without rethinking the entire traffic system.
That's a great analogy. Okay, then you have vertical use cases.
Right, and this is where the report argues the real deep impact potential lies.
These are function-specific, deeply embedded applications designed to solve very precise, high-value problems within a particular business function.
So not general purpose. Very targeted.
Very targeted. Imagine a sales assistant that not only prioritizes and qualifies leads, but actually helps you close deals faster. Or a supply risk assessor that generates detailed risk profiles for suppliers in real time.
Or maybe R&D research curators that can auto-tag scientific articles and cross-reference findings.
Or even negotiation assistants suggesting next best actions in a complex deal. These applications possess a much higher potential for direct economic impact because they are purpose-built.
Built to address specific, critical pain points that directly affect revenue or cost. Makes sense.
But here's the stark reality. The report indicates that fewer than 10% of use cases deployed ever make it past the pilot stage.
Fewer than 10%. That's not
It's not. And even when they do manage to get deployed, they often only support isolated steps within a larger process.
And they remain reactive. Right.
Mhm.
Still needing a human prompt.
Exactly. They still require a human prompt to initiate action rather than being proactive or autonomous. This severely limits their overall enterprise-level impact.
This is truly a critical point. It raises that important question for any leader. Why are these high-impact vertical use cases getting stuck? Why aren't they scaling?
And the report gives a clear answer.
It says they seldom make it out of the pilot phase because of technical, organizational, data, and cultural barriers.
That's a mouthful, but it covers a lot of ground.
It really does. And this is a crucial insight for organizations looking to scale their AI initiatives for strategic advantage. It's not just about conceiving a great idea for an AI application.
It's about overcoming those deep systemic hurdles that prevent these powerful concepts from moving from a proof of concept to widespread, impactful deployment.
Understanding these ingrained issues is paramount for any leader seeking to implement the kind of truly transformative change that, frankly, we advocate for at the AI Coach.
It reveals the challenge is multifaceted, extending far beyond just the tech itself.
Yeah, you can have the best AI model, but
Right.
if these other barriers are in place...
It just won't scale.
Exactly.
The report then dives deep into why these high-potential vertical use cases struggle, identifying 6 primary barriers. Let's walk through them.
Okay.
First, we see fragmented initiatives. Many companies have adopted a bottom-up, almost artisanal approach to AI.
Artisanal AI, I like that. Individual functions doing their own thing.
Pretty much. While this fosters experimentation, it often leads to scattered investments and a significant lack of enterprise-level coordination.
And the report has a stat on CEO involvement here, right?
It does. A stark and somewhat concerning one. Less than 30% of companies report their CEOs directly sponsor their AI agenda.
Less than 30%. That explains a lot about the lack of strategic alignment.
It really does. This lack of top-down alignment and strategic orchestration means individual efforts often fail to coalesce into cohesive, high-impact strategic programs that drive enterprise-wide value.
Makes sense. Barrier number 2.
Second, there's a widespread lack of mature packaged solutions. Unlike those readily available horizontal tools like copilots,
Which you can pretty much just buy and deploy.
Right. Vertical-specific AI applications often require extensive custom development. Companies find themselves attempting to build complex solutions from scratch, often with rapidly evolving underlying
And
technologies.
the skills gap comes in here too, doesn't it?
Big time. While they might have talented data scientists, there's a critical shortage of MLOps engineers.
Ah, the MLOps folks.
Yeah.
The ones crucial for actually operationalizing machine learning.
Exactly. Responsible for industrializing, deploying, and maintaining AI models reliably in production environments. This persistent skills gap significantly prevents promising pilots from ever truly scaling across the organization.
Okay, so lack of off-the-shelf solutions and the MLOps bottleneck. What's third?
Third, and this has been a major constraint for a while, are the inherent technological limitations of earlier large language models, LLMs.
Yeah, the first generation, while amazing, had issues.
Definitely. They could produce inaccurate or entirely fabricated outputs, those infamous hallucinations.
Which makes them hard to trust for critical tasks, right?
Right.
Finance, legal, medical.
Absolutely. Precision is paramount there. Furthermore, these earlier LLMs were fundamentally passive.
They needed a prompt. They didn't act on their own.
Correct. And they lacked the ability to independently drive complex workflows. They also struggled significantly with multi-step processes or branching logic common in real business.
And memory issues, too. Limited context.
Yes, limited persistent memory, making coherent extended interactions or tracking context over time incredibly difficult. It hindered their ability to act as continuous collaborators.
Okay, so tech limitations were a real barrier. Number 4.
The fourth barrier identified is siloed AI teams. While setting up AI centers of excellence, or COEs, was beneficial initially.
For fostering experimentation, raising awareness.
Yes, but that model often led to a lack of deep integration. These AI COEs frequently operate independently from core IT, data, or the primary business functions.
So they build cool stuff, but it doesn't connect easily.
Pretty much. This autonomy, while sometimes good for rapid prototyping, often resulted in poor integration with existing enterprise systems, fragmented data pipelines, and a general lack of operational alignment.
And the consequences.
Solutions built within these silos struggle immensely to scale beyond their initial pilot stages into the broader organizational fabric. They remain isolated successes.
Right. Barrier 5 must be data, right? It always comes back to data.
You guessed it. Fifth, and a perennial challenge in any data-driven transformation, are data accessibility and quality gaps.
Affecting both structured and unstructured data, I assume.
Pervasively. Databases, spreadsheets, but increasingly unstructured data too, emails, documents, voice recordings. The report particularly highlights that unstructured material, which is vital fuel for advanced AI.
Remains largely ungoverned and inaccessible in most organizations.
Exactly. Without high-quality, easily accessible, well-governed data, AI models, especially sophisticated agents, simply cannot perform effectively, reliably, or at scale. Garbage in, garbage out, amplified.
Oh, still true.
Right.
Okay, and the final barrier, number 6.
And finally, the sixth barrier is perhaps the most human-centric: cultural apprehension and organizational inertia.
Ah, the people side. Fear of change.
In many organizations, yes. Even the most promising AI deployments encounter significant implicit resistance. This can stem from various factors: fear of technological disruption, understandable uncertainty about job security.
Or just a lack of familiarity, right, not understanding the tech.
Precisely. This resistance is particularly prevalent among business teams and middle management, who might initially perceive AI as a threat to their roles or established ways of working, rather than an empowering enabler.
So overcoming that inertia requires careful change management, clear communication.
Absolutely. It's a significant hurdle.
Wow. That's a comprehensive framework. It really provides a clear diagnostic for why the Gen AI paradox currently exists. And these aren't just technical hurdles, are they?
Not at all. They are deeply organizational and cultural challenges that fundamentally prevent the transition from isolated pilots to widespread, impactful integration.
Understanding these barriers is not just the first step, but a crucial one towards overcoming them, particularly as you consider how a structured approach, like the one we talk about at the AI Coach, can guide your organization's transformation.
It's about recognizing that the why of stagnation is just as important, maybe more important than the what of the technology itself.
You can have the best AI, but if these barriers are in place, it simply won't scale.
That's a critical distinction. But despite these significant challenges and the limited bottom line impact so far, the report offers a very optimistic take.
Oh, was a silver lining.
It says the first wave of Gen AI has been far from wasted. It has, in fact, laid absolutely crucial groundwork for what comes next.
Okay, so it wasn't all for nothing. How so?
This initial phase has been incredibly valuable in enriching employee capabilities, enabling broad experimentation and learning, accelerating AI familiarity among the workforce.
We're getting people comfortable with the idea.
Exactly. and helping companies build essential foundational capabilities like prompt engineering, model evaluation processes, and initial AI governance frameworks.
Right, so this initial phase has been foundational. It's prepared the organizational soil, if you will,
That's a good way to put it.
for a more integrated and profoundly transformative second phase, the emerging age of AI agents.
And this is where the real payoff begins.
This is where the real payoff begins to materialize, yes. Organizations can now leverage the valuable lessons learned and the critical capabilities built from this initial wave to truly scale AI and unlock its full strategic potential.
It marks the pivotal transition from merely dabbling in AI.
To deeply embedding it as a core component of how work gets done, it's an exciting shift from exploration to tangible value creation.
Okay, this is where the narrative of the report and our deep dive really starts to get exciting. Agents. They're unequivocally presented as the breakthrough.
The thing that can genuinely move us from that vexing paradox, widespread adoption, minimal impact, to real measurable payoff.
So let's get into the specifics. What exactly are AI agents, and how do they fundamentally differ from the first-gen AI tools we've mostly been using?
The report articulates this difference very clearly, while LLMs revolutionize how organizations interact with data.
Enabling amazing information synthesis, content generation, natural language interaction.
Right, they were groundbreaking. But, as the report puts it, they were fundamentally reactive and isolated.
Reactive and isolated.
Meaning they primarily responded to human prompts.
Yeah.
And crucially, they largely lacked the ability to retain memory of past interactions or maintain context across different sessions or queries.
So their role was limited.
Largely limited to enhancing individual productivity through isolated tasks, acting more like powerful yet passive tools.
Okay. So how are agents different?
AI agents, however, mark a major evolution, extending Gen AI from reactive content generation to autonomous, goal-driven execution. They achieve this by combining those powerful LLMs with additional, sophisticated technology components.
Like what?
Components that provide robust memory capabilities, advanced planning functionalities, intelligent orchestration layers, and deep, seamless integration into diverse enterprise systems.
So it's the LLM plus these other crucial pieces.
Exactly. This holistic design means they are built to be proactive, persistent, and capable of operating with a high degree of autonomy.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, agents don't just respond to a query. They can truly understand goals, break them into subtasks, interact with both humans and systems, execute actions, and adapt in real time.
All with minimal human intervention. Yes, that's the core difference.
Wow. That's a fundamental paradigm-shifting difference. It means they can upgrade general-purpose copilots, which were often passive tools,
Into truly proactive teammates. Imagine agents autonomously monitoring dashboards, triggering workflows based on conditions, following up on open actions without being reminded.
delivering relevant insights proactively. And crucially, this enables the automation of complex business workflows in that vertical realm.
Processes that were previously beyond the capabilities of first-gen Gen AI tools,
Yeah.
right, because they're multi-step, had lots of decision points.
And needed deep integration across various disparate systems. This truly is the leap from simple assistance to autonomous, intelligent collaboration.
It really is.
And agents do more than just drive efficiency. The report says they profoundly transform processes in 5 critical ways. Let's go through those.
Okay.
First, they accelerate execution. They eliminate the delays between tasks and enable true parallel processing.
The report highlights this, right?
Yeah.
Unlike in traditional workflows that rely on sequential handoffs, agents can coordinate and execute multiple steps simultaneously.
Exactly. Which dramatically reduces overall cycle time and significantly boosts responsiveness across complex operational chains. Tasks that took days.
Can now potentially be done in hours. Big difference.
Huge difference. Second, agents introduce incredible adaptability into operations.
How so?
By continuously ingesting new data streams, real-time market changes, customer feedback, supply chain disruptions, agents can dynamically adjust process flows on the fly.
So they can reshuffle tasks, reassign priorities.
Even flag anomalies before they escalate into larger, costly failures.
Yeah.
This makes workflows not only faster, but inherently smarter, more resilient, and far more responsive to rapidly changing business conditions.
Smarter workflows. I like that.
Third, agents enable unprecedented levels of personalization. They can tailor interactions and decisions to individual customer profiles, specific behaviors, or unique preferences at scale.
So dynamically adapting a sales process or a service interaction based on who the customer is.
Exactly. to maximize satisfaction or optimize specific outcomes based on their unique journey or history. This allows for hyper-tailored experiences that were previously only possible through highly labor-intensive one-on-one human intervention.
Personalization at scale. That's powerful. Okay, number 4.
Fourth, agents bring genuine elasticity to operations because they're purely digital entities.
The capacity isn't fixed like human teams,
Right. Their execution capacity can expand or contract in real time based on fluctuating workload, predictable business seasonality, or unexpected demand surges.
which is incredibly difficult and costly to achieve with fixed human resource models.
It offers unparalleled flexibility in managing operational demand without the traditional overheads or delays. It's like having an infinitely scalable workforce at your fingertips.
Elasticity. Got it. And the 5th way they transform operations.
And fifth, agents also significantly enhanced resilience by continuously monitoring for disruptions and potential issues.
They can proactively reroute operations.
Yes, and escalate only when human intervention is truly needed. This ensures processes keep running smoothly.
Whether it's a complex global supply chain, navigating unforeseen port delays,
Or critical service workflows instantly adapting to system outages or sudden shifts in customer behavior. They minimize downtime and maintain crucial business continuity, allowing humans to focus on strategic problem solving.
resilience, adaptability, speed, personalization, elasticity. It's a powerful
It
combination.
really is.
And to truly illustrate the transformative power of these capabilities, consider that complex supply chain environment example from the McKinsey report. It's quite vivid.
Yeah, walk us through that.
Imagine an AI agent acting as an autonomous orchestration layer across your entire sourcing, warehousing, and distribution. This agent isn't operating in a vacuum. It's deeply connected to all your internal systems, ERP, supply chain planning, warehouse management,
Everything internal.
but also constantly pulling in vast amounts of external data. Real-time weather, direct supplier feeds on inventory and production, evolving demand signals, even global geopolitical news.
A truly comprehensive, real-time view.
Precisely. With this view, the agent could continuously forecast demand, identify potential risks like production delays or shipping disruptions before they become critical.
And dynamically replan transport routes and inventory flows across the entire global network.
It could even select the optimal transport mode based on cost, lead time, and environmental impact. And beyond planning, it could reallocate stock autonomously.
And even negotiate.
Yes, potentially even negotiate directly with external systems for shipping slots or material purchases. Humans then get elevated
Their role shifts from tactical execution.
to high-level oversight and exception management, escalating decisions only when truly strategic input is required.
And the result?
Significantly improved service levels, dramatically reduced logistics costs, and even lower carbon emissions, a tangible impact on sustainability.
Wow. That exemplifies the profound, multidimensional power AI agents can unlock when applied strategically.
And it's the kind of holistic transformation we help organizations think through at the AI Coach. It's system-level change.
Okay, so beyond efficiency and operational agility, the report makes a compelling case that agents can directly spur top-line growth, unlock new revenue.
Yes, it identifies 2 key areas for this. First, amplifying existing revenues.
How would that work, like in e-commerce?
Exactly. Imagine agents embedded directly into your online stores or apps. They could proactively analyze user behavior in real time, what pages someone is browsing, items viewed, what's in their cart, the context like seasonality or purchase history.
And based on that rich data.
Instantly surface highly relevant upsell and cross-sell offers in the moment, maximizing the value of each customer interaction.
Or in finance.
Similarly, agents might proactively help customers discover suitable financial products, personalized loans, tailored insurance, optimal investments, providing specific guidance based on their financial profile, life events, user behavior.
Leading to higher conversion rates and increased customer lifetime value.
Precisely. That's amplifying existing streams.
Okay. And the second way agents drive growth.
Second, and perhaps even more transformative, is creating entirely new revenue streams.
How? Through connected products.
That's a great example. For industrial companies, imagine agents embedded directly into connected products or equipment. These agents could continuously monitor usage, detect performance thresholds,
And then autonomously unlock additional features or trigger preventative maintenance based on real-time data.
Exactly. This enables entirely new business models like pay-per-use, subscription services for ongoing functionality, or even performance-based models where revenue is tied directly to the product's output or uptime.
That's a fundamental shift.
It is. And similarly, service organizations could encapsulate their deep internal expertise, legal reasoning, tax interpretation, procurement best practices.
Package it up into specialized AI agents.
Yes, and offer these intelligent agents as standalone software as a service, SaaS tools, or APIs, to external clients, partners, or smaller businesses lacking that in-house expertise.
So monetizing intellectual capital that was previously trapped internally.
Effectively, yes.
This truly raises an important strategic question for every leader, doesn't it? Are we merely optimizing our existing processes, or are we fundamentally rethinking and reinventing our entire business models?
The report makes it abundantly clear. Agentic AI doesn't just automate. It redefines how organizations operate, adapt, and create value. It's not simply about doing the same things faster or a bit more efficiently.
It's about enabling entirely new ways of operating, interacting with customers, and generating revenue that were previously unimaginable or economically unfeasible.
This is the profound strategic shift leaders must fully embrace to truly seize the agentic AI advantage and differentiate themselves.
Okay, the report then provides several compelling real-world case studies where Quantum Black, McKinsey's AI arm, has actively helped organizations build and deploy these agent workforces.
Yes, these examples are crucial because they demonstrate this isn't just theoretical, it's happening now, delivering tangible outcomes beyond simple efficiency.
Let's delve into case study 1, a bank's legacy app modernization. What was the problem there?
The problem this large bank faced was truly immense. A staggering, manual, highly error-prone undertaking to modernize its core systems over 400 pieces of legacy software.
With a massive budget, right, over $600 million.
Exactly. Large teams of human coders were bogged down performing manual, repetitive tasks. This led to significant coordination difficulties, silos, and painfully slow, error-prone documentation and coding.
Even first-gen AI only helps so much.
It accelerated individual tasks like code generation. But overall progress remained painfully slow and laborious, a massive bottleneck for the bank's digital transformation.
So what was the agentic approach?
It was genuinely transformative. Human workers were elevated from manual laborers to supervisors, overseeing squads of AI agents.
Squads of agents?
Yes. Each agent squad contributed to a shared objective in a predefined orchestrated sequence. These agents took on the heavy lifting.
Like what specifically?
Retroactively documenting complex legacy apps, writing new code for modernized systems, performing rigorous code reviews on code generated by other agents, even integrating features for testing by other agents before final delivery.
So humans were freed up?
Freed from repetitive manual tasks, allowing them to focus their expertise on guiding the process, ensuring quality, and ultimately reducing the number of development sprints needed.
Oh, the impact.
Nothing short of remarkable. More than 50% reduction in time and effort in the early adopter teams.
50%? That's a truly significant acceleration for such a large, complex project.
It really demonstrates the power of that human-agent collaboration.
What's consistently fascinating across these case studies is that these aren't just incremental gains, are they?
Not at all. They represent fundamental shifts in how processes are executed and how roles are defined. These cases emphatically demonstrate that the science fiction of autonomous intelligent agents is now a tangible reality, delivering concrete results.
And showcasing the profound power of a well-executed AI strategy.
Much like the one we champion at the AI Coach, and this recurring transition of humans from primary doers to supervisors, orchestrators, strategic problem solvers. That's a central theme.
Right. Okay, moving on to case study 2. A research firm boosting data quality. What was the issue there?
The core problem for this market research firm was its reliance on substantial human resources, over 500 people manually gathering, structuring, codifying vast amounts of data.
And then struggling to generate accurate client insights.
Exactly. The manual process was inherently prone to human error, resulting in a staggering 80% of mistakes identified by the clients themselves.
Ouch. 80% found by clients. That directly impacts trust reputation.
Threatens their competitive edge, absolutely.
So the agentic approach
Involved deploying a sophisticated multi-agent solution. It was designed to autonomously identify data anomalies and explain shifts in sales or market share. How did these agents work? They were built to be incredibly intelligent and context-aware. They could analyze both internal signals like changes in product taxonomy in the firm's databases and external events identified via extensive web searches, like product recalls or weather patterns affecting supply chains.
So they synthesized internal and external data.
Yes. then synthesized, ranked, and prepared the most influential drivers for decision makers. Critically, with their advanced search, contextual reasoning, and pattern recognition, they often surface insights that would have been difficult for human analysts to uncover manually due to the sheer volume and complexity of the data.
And this freed up human analysts.
While not yet in full production firm-wide, the pilot demonstrated strong potential to free up human analysts for more strategic, higher-value work, moving them from data collation to deep analysis.
And the projected impact.
Truly substantial. More than 60% potential productivity gain and expected savings of more than $3 million annually.
That moves beyond just efficiency. It fundamentally improves the core product, the quality and timeliness of data and insights,
Directly enhancing client satisfaction and competitive positioning.
These case studies strikingly illustrate that shift, don't they? From AI as a reactive tool to AI as a proactive, autonomous, intelligent collaborator.
Absolutely. The ability of these agents to reason through complex scenarios, integrate disparate data sources, and execute multi-step processes with minimal human intervention is what fundamentally differentiates them.
It leads to these dramatic improvements in efficiency, quality, even new revenue.
They are not just tools, they are genuine digital team members.
Okay, and finally, let's look at case study 3. A bank reimagining credit risk memos. What was the pain point?
A common one in retail banking. Relationship managers, or RMs, were spending weeks writing and iterating credit risk memos to support critical credit decisions and meet stringent regulatory requirements.
An arduous process.
Extremely. Manually reviewing and extracting info from over 10 different disparate data sources, then developing complex, nuanced reasoning across interdependent sections, analyzing loan performance, revenue trends, cash flow.
Highly time-consuming, skilled work, and a significant bottleneck in the lending process.
Definitely.
So the agentic approach here.
Involved developing a proof of concept in close collaboration with the bank's credit risk experts and the RMs themselves.
AI agents were deployed to fundamentally transform the workflow. How?
They provided invaluable assistance to RMs by extracting data, drafting specific memo sections, generating confidence scores to prioritize human review, and even suggesting relevant follow-up questions for clarification.
So the analyst's role shifted significantly.
Fundamentally, from manual drafting and data gathering to strategic oversight and high-level exception handling. The agents handled the laborious data collation and initial drafting,
Allowing the human experts to focus their cognitive power on strategic nuances, critical judgments, complex client relationships, the high-value work,
Exactly.
and the impact.
A potential 20 to 60% increase in productivity, including a 30% improvement in credit turnaround.
That not only frees up valuable human time and reduces burnout, but also significantly accelerates a crucial business process.
Directly impacting client service and the bank's ability to lend efficiently.
What's consistently fascinating about all these cases, again, is they aren't just demonstrating incremental gains.
No, they represent fundamental shifts in process design and role definition.
Yeah.
These concrete examples prove that the science fiction of agents isn't a distant dream.
It's a current reality, delivering tangible, substantial results and showcasing the true power of a well-thought-out AI strategy.
It's about enabling humans to do their best, most valuable work by intelligently offloading tasks to these powerful agents. This shift in the human-machine partnership is really a core tenet of our work at the AI Coach.
So if we take all of that on board, what does this actually mean for how we approach our existing workflows? The report makes an absolutely crucial distinction here.
Which is?
Simply inserting agents into legacy workflows isn't enough to unlock their full potential. It's truly about reimagining those workflows from the ground up with agents at the core.
Ah, yes. This is where the true transformative value comes in.
It is.
You've highlighted the most critical takeaway on this point. The report clearly states, realizing AI's full potential in the vertical realm requires more than simply inserting agents into legacy workflows. It instead calls for a shift in design mindset from automating tasks within an existing process to reinventing the entire process with human and agentic coworkers.
So layering agents on top only gets you so far.
Right. When agents are merely layered on, they typically serve as faster assistants, generating content, retrieving data, but the core process itself remains sequential, rule-bound, constrained by human limitations.
Yielding only incremental gains.
Exactly. True reinvention, however, means re-architecting the entire task flow from the ground up. This includes radically reordering steps, strategically reallocating responsibilities between humans and agents, and fundamentally redesigning the process to fully exploit agent strengths.
Like parallel execution collapsing cycle time.
Real-time adaptability, enabling dynamic responses, deep personalization at scale, elastic capacity flexing instantly with demand. That's where the exponential value lies.
They provide a fantastic example with a hypothetical customer call center, which beautifully illustrates the escalating impact of different AI integration approaches.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's walk through the levels.
First, imagine a Gen AI-enabled basic assistance scenario. Humans manage every step, assisted by basic Gen AI tools.
Retrieving articles, summarizing tickets, drafting responses,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Exactly. The impact here is modest but helpful, an average reduction in resolution time of 5–10%. It's an enhancement, but not revolutionary.
Okay, level 2.
Second, consider an agent-enabled optimized scenario. Here, AI agents automate discrete tasks within the existing workflow.
Like ticket classification, root cause suggestions, resolving simple issues like password resets.
Right. While this is a significant improvement, the core workflow itself isn't fundamentally redesigned. It's still largely linear. The impact is greater, though.
Average reduction in resolution time of 20–40% and a 30–50% reduction in backlog. Better, but still limitations.
Yes, coordination friction and limited adaptability still prevent truly breakthrough gains.
So the third level is the game changer.
The real transformative shift, the quantum leap, occurs at the third level. Agent-enabled, reinvented. Here, the entire customer service process is radically redesigned around agent autonomy.
Agents don't just respond. They proactively detect common issues, anticipate needs, initiate resolution steps automatically.
Precisely. Autonomously issuing refunds, reordering items, updating account details without human intervention. They can even communicate directly with customers via chat or email, handling common queries end-to-end.
So what happens to the human agents?
They are fundamentally repositioned as escalation managers and service quality overseers. They're brought in only when agents detect genuine uncertainty, complex exceptions, or sensitive situations requiring empathy.
And the impact at this level?
Truly transformative. Up to 80% of common incidents could be resolved autonomously with a staggering 60–90% reduction in time to resolution.
Wow. 80% autonomous resolution, 60–90% faster. That's a radical improvement in productivity and customer experience.
Absolutely.
This progression clearly illustrates that the level of impact scales exponentially with the depth of process redesign. Simply optimizing existing workflows with agents yields some gains.
But fundamentally reinventing them around agent capabilities, rethinking every step, every handoff unlocks dramatic leaps in productivity and service quality.
This raises an important question for you, the listener. Are your current AI initiatives merely optimizing? Or are you truly poised to reinvent?
And it's important to note, as the report emphasizes, not every single process needs this full-scale reinvention, right?
Correct. Simple task automation might be perfectly sufficient for highly standard, repetitive workflows. However, for complex, cross-functional, exception-prone processes, or those tightly linked to critical business performance,
redesigning around agent capabilities will deliver exponentially greater value and competitive advantage.
exactly.
Okay, so to truly scale agents across the enterprise, organizations need to embrace a completely new architectural paradigm.
Yes, the report introduces what it calls the Agentic AI mesh.
The Agentic AI mesh, a fundamental shift from the static, LLM-centric infrastructure that dominated the first wave of Gen AI.
Absolutely critical for overcoming the challenges of managing the newfound risks that autonomous agents bring.
Like blending custom and off-the-shelf agents, staying agile amidst fast-evolving tech, avoiding vendor lock-in.
Precisely. Traditional Gen AI architectures, designed largely for isolated LLM use cases, simply weren't built for the systemic risks of uncontrolled autonomy, fragmented access, or the lack of comprehensive observability that agents introduce at scale.
So what is this mesh?
It's described as a composable, distributed, and vendor-agnostic architectural paradigm. Think of it less like a single, fixed office building and more like a dynamic, interconnected nervous system for your enterprise.
A nervous system where specialized neurons or workshops, the agents can seamlessly communicate, reason, collaborate, and act across diverse systems, tools, and language models.
Exactly. The key here is its ability to operate securely, at scale, and with an inherent design for continuous evolution. This architecture directly addresses those three key challenges the report outlines: managing novel risks like uncontrolled autonomy and the dreaded agent sprawl.
Where agents multiply without oversight.
Right. enabling the seamless blending of both custom-built and off-the-shelf agents within a unified framework, and maintaining agility amidst the incredibly fast-evolving tech landscape by avoiding vendor lock-in through open standards,
It acts as the connective and orchestration layer for large-scale agent ecosystems.
ensuring that what you build today won't be obsolete tomorrow.
And it's built on 5 mutually reinforcing design principles. Let's quickly list them.
Okay. First, composability. Any agent, tool, or LLM can be easily plugged into the mesh without extensive rework, fosters flexibility, rapid integration.
Second, distributed intelligence. Complex tasks broken down and resolved by networks of cooperating agents, each contributing specialized capability. Collective intelligence.
Third, layered decoupling. Core functions like logic, memory, orchestration, interface are cleanly separated, maximizes modularity, easier to build, maintain, upgrade.
Fourth, vendor neutrality. Absolutely key. Components can be independently updated or replaced, avoiding lock-in. Prefers open standards like MCP and agent-to-agent.
And fifth, governed autonomy. Agent behavior proactively controlled via embedded policies, permissions, escalation mechanisms. Vital for safe, transparent, aligned operation. Mitigates risks.
So this framework isn't just theoretical, it's the operational backbone for large-scale agent ecosystems.
It enables sophisticated coordination, multi-agent collaboration, and crucial mitigation of risks like agent sprawl, autonomy drift, and lack of observability, all while preserving agility. The report further highlights 7 interconnected capabilities of the AI agentic mesh, which are essentially the operational layers making it work.
Like agent discovery, asset registry, observability, authentication.
Evaluations, feedback management, compliance, and risk management. Each is absolutely critical for ensuring safe, scalable, compliant agent deployment across the enterprise.
This comprehensive technical framework is a pivotal element for anyone mapping out their AI strategy.
Definitely.
The report also significantly shifts our thinking on the LLMs themselves in this emerging agentic era, doesn't it?
It does. When these foundational models are powering autonomous, persistent agents deeply embedded in business processes, the requirements placed upon them evolve significantly.
So what are the key new requirements for these foundational models? Let's touch on those 5.
Okay. First, low latency inference for real-time responsiveness. Agents in time-sensitive workflows, service ops, IT alerts need sub-second response times, predictable latency.
Needs to be fast. Like
Yeah.
Mistral Small, Llama 3 8B.
Exactly. If an agent needs to decide in milliseconds, the LLM must respond instantly. Second, fine-tuning and controllability for domain-specific agents. For regulated or knowledge-intensive domains, finance, legal, healthcare LLMs must be extensively fine-tunable, rigorously grounded in proprietary enterprise knowledge.
And effectively instrumented with external tools like RAG and APIs.
Right. Models like Mistral Small, Mixtral, Llama 3.8b, and 70b fit here ensures accuracy and context. Third, lightweight deployment for embedded and edge agents. For IoT devices, field equipment, privacy-sensitive environments where data can't leave the device.
Agents need minimal compute and memory footprint.
Yes. Models like Mistral Small, Gemini Nano, Llama 3.8b, Phi 2 are relevant for these resource-constrained environments.
Fourth requirement.
Fourth, scalable multi-agent orchestration across the enterprise. For organizations deploying hundreds or thousands of agents, LLMs must scale efficiently and cost-effectively.
Ideally using sparse architectures or a mixture of experts, MOE models.
To handle immense query volumes without prohibitive costs, yes. Think Mixtral Grok 1, GPT 3.5 Turbo, Command R plus Levo, managing the sheer volume and complexity of interactions.
And the fifth requirement.
Fifth, sovereignty, auditability, and geopolitical resilience for autonomous agents. Crucial for core operations, public sector, finance, critical infrastructure, ensuring compliance, data sovereignty, traceability, auditability, avoiding reliance on foreign APIs.
Exactly.
Guaranteeing data residency, resisting extraterritorial legal exposure. Models like Mistral Small Mixtral, Falcon 180B, Boonsy Bloom are examples here, paramount for trust and security.
It's becoming crystal clear that the future of enterprise software isn't just AI augmented, it's agent native.
We're already seeing this shift with major players, aren't we? Microsoft embedding agents via Copilot Studio, Salesforce expanding Agentforce.
Even SAP re-architecting its platform for native agent integration with Joule.
These aren't just minor add-ons, they signal a much broader, Systemic transition, where IT systems are increasingly designed first for machine interaction, not just human navigation.
Business logic, UIs, operations organized around machine interfaces and agent-led flows.
Rather than solely human-driven ones, it's a fundamental shift.
But despite all these incredible technical advancements and architectural shifts,
Here comes the but.
the report comes back to a crucial, sobering conclusion. The bigger challenge won't be technical, it will be human.
The real complexity of the bottleneck lies in navigating issues of coordination, judgment, and trust across three critical dimensions, especially as agents evolve from passive co-pilots to proactive autonomous actors and scale across the enterprise.
Let's look at those three dimensions first.
The first dimension is human-agent cohabitation. Agents won't just assist humans, they'll act alongside them, often initiating actions. This raises nuanced, practical questions for any organization, like when should an agent act autonomously and when should it defer to a human?
How do we maintain essential human agency and oversight without introducing friction that slows down the benefits?
Exactly. Building clarity around these evolving roles and responsibilities will require time, iteration, significant cultural adjustment. And crucially, human trust won't come solely from technical performance or accuracy.
It hinges on transparency, predictability.
Heavily. How transparently agents communicate actions, how predictably they behave within defined parameters, how intuitively they integrate into daily human workflows, making them feel like true partners, not black boxes.
Okay, that's cohabitation, second dimension.
The second dimension is autonomy control. What makes agents so powerful, their ability to act independently, also introduces ambiguity and potential risks.
Unlike traditional automation, they don't just wait to be instructed. They can reason, respond, adapt, even surprise us.
Yes. Navigating this means confronting edge cases. What if an agent executes a task too aggressively, makes an irreversible financial decision?
Or, maybe more subtly, what if it fails to escalate a critical but nuanced issue that a human would have spotted immediately?
Right. The report emphasizes the challenges not to eliminate autonomy, but to make it intelligible and aligned with organizational expectations.
And that alignment isn't static, it evolves.
It has to evolve dynamically as agents learn, systems shift, and human trust deepens. This absolutely includes addressing the persistent risk of hallucinations, which can severely undermine trust.
Okay, and the third dimension?
And the third dimension is sprawl containment, much like early RPA.
Robotic process automation.
There's a very real risk of agent sprawl, the uncontrolled proliferation of redundant, fragmented, ungoverned agents across teams and functions.
As low-code and no-code makes agent creation easier for more people.
Exactly. Companies risk inadvertently creating a new kind of shadow IT. Agents multiplying rapidly, duplicating efforts, operating without proper oversight or adherence to enterprise standards.
So without structured governance, design standards, lifecycle management.
Agent ecosystems can quickly become fragile, redundant, costly, and ultimately unscalable, a challenge demanding proactive management from day one.
This all serves as a powerful reminder, doesn't it? Technology, no matter how advanced, is only half the equation.
The cultural and organizational shifts required are absolutely paramount for successful adoption and sustained impact. This human-centric approach is central to the AI coach philosophy.
Without directly addressing these challenges, trust, coordination, change management, even the most technically sophisticated agentic AI solutions will inevitably struggle.
They'll struggle to deliver their full promised potential. It's truly a dance between human and machine.
Okay, let's move into Chapter 3. The report argues that scaling impact in this agentic era demands a fundamental reset of the AI transformation approach itself.
Yes. Unlike first-gen AI tools, which could often be somewhat superficially plugged into existing workflows.
Agents require a much more foundational shift, rethinking entire business processes, enabling deep native integration with enterprise systems.
This builds directly on McKinsey's proven, rewired playbook for digital transformations, but applies a very specific agentic AI lens to it.
It's about evolving beyond simply augmenting existing processes
to truly reinventing them from the ground up.
And this strategic reset involves 4 critical interconnected dimensions leaders must champion. First,
in terms of strategy. From scattered initiatives to strategic programs, organizations must consciously move beyond that bottom-up, fragmented use case identification approach.
The artisanal AI we mentioned earlier?
Right. Instead, AI initiatives need to be directly and intentionally aligned with critical, overarching strategic priorities.
Not just translating existing goals, but actively exploring how agentic AI can reimagine entire business segments. Create new revenue streams. Build competitive moats.
Exactly. Adopting a forward-looking lens,
Yeah.
it fundamentally calls for a top-down, intentional strategic pivot driven by the CEO.
Okay, strategy first. Second dimension.
Second, a shift in the unit of transformation, from isolated use cases to entire business processes. Early Gen AI often focused on plugging a solution into a single, isolated step.
Yielding narrow, localized gains, missing the bigger picture.
With agents, the paradigm shifts entirely. The true opportunity lies not in optimizing isolated tasks, but in transforming entire end-to-end business processes by embedding agents throughout the value chain.
So AI initiatives should be scoped around the complete reinvention of a full process or a holistic persona journey.
And the key question for leaders shifts from where can I use AI here to
What would this entire function look like if AI agents ran, say, 60% of it autonomously?
that's a profound query. It involves fundamentally rethinking workflows, decision logic, human-system interactions, performance metrics across the board.
Third dimension of the reset.
Third, a critical evolution in the delivery model. From siloed AI teams to cross-functional transformation squads, those dedicated AI COEs, vital early on, often reach their limits here.
Because agents need to be deeply embedded, operate across complex processes, rely on high-quality integrated data.
Exactly. So AI initiatives can no longer be delivered effectively by isolated, specialized AI teams. To succeed at scale, organizations must shift to a truly cross-functional delivery model,
Anchored in durable transformation squads.
composed of a diverse set of experts: business domain experts, process designers, AIMLOps engineers, IT architects, software engineers, data engineers, all working together.
This collaborative, integrated approach is essential for deep integration, scalability, delivering tangible business impact.
Absolutely. And the fourth dimension.
And fourth, a fundamental shift in the implementation process, from experimentation to industrialized, scalable delivery. The previous phase rightly focused on exploring potential, prototyping.
Now organizations must shift to an industrialized delivery model where solutions are designed from the outset to scale technically and financially.
Anticipating technical prerequisites, integration, monitoring, release management, but also rigorously estimating future recurring running costs.
And the report highlights a crucial point here about recurring costs.
Yes, unlike traditional IT, where annual run costs are maybe 10–20% of build costs, Gen AI solutions, especially scaled, can incur recurring costs that exceed the initial build investment.
Due to inference costs, data demands. Wow.
So designing for scalability must now explicitly include not just technical robustness, but also economic sustainability for high-volume, enterprise-critical applications.
This comprehensive framework is a clear, urgent call for a top-down, integrated approach to AI transformation. Without this strategic realignment and disciplined execution,
Efforts remain fragmented, limited in impact, perpetuating the paradox.
it's about intentionally designing for scale and tangible business impact from day one, not just hoping it materializes from scattered pilots, a foundational mindset we instill in our clients.
Okay, beyond resetting the strategic approach, the report identifies 4 critical enablers required to unlock agents' full potential and operate effectively.
First, people. Organizations must proactively equip their entire workforce for this new era of human-agent collaboration.
Fostering a human-plus-agent mindset through cultural change, training, supporting early adopters as internal champions.
Exactly. And introducing and cultivating new roles. Prompt engineers, agent orchestrators, human-in-the-loop designers crucial for handling exceptions and building trust.
People first. Second enabler.
Second, governance. With autonomous agents, robust, proactive governance is essential to ensure autonomy control and prevent agent sprawl.
Defining clear frameworks, agent autonomy levels, decision boundaries, behavior monitoring, audit mechanisms.
Yes. Formal policies for development, deployment, usage. Classification systems grouping agents by function or risk profile, each with appropriate oversight. This proactive approach is vital to prevent a wild west of uncontrolled agent proliferation.
Avoiding significant operational and reputational risks. Okay, third enabler.
Third, technology architecture, evolving from current LLM-centric setups to that dynamic agentic AI mesh we discussed. That's the foundational infrastructure.
But also preparing for the next generation, agent-first IT architectures.
Yes, where enterprise systems are fundamentally reshuffled and designed around agents. UIs, business logic, operations natively designed for machine interaction, not just human navigation. Agents as first-class citizens.
A big shift. And the fourth enabler, data again.
Always data. Fourth, data. Agents fundamentally depend on the quality, accessibility, and governance of enterprise data.
So accelerate data productization, move from ad hoc pipelines to reusable, high-quality data products fueling various agents.
Exactly. And rigorously address quality gaps, especially in unstructured data documents, emails, conversations, extending data governance to ensure this vast trove is well-managed, accessible, reliable.
It's the fuel for the agent's intelligence.
Precisely. These four enablers are absolutely foundational. They address the human challenge, trust, coordination, change management, while providing the necessary technical and organizational infrastructure for scalable, secure, high-impact deployment.
This comprehensive integrated approach is what you teach with the AI coach, right? Building the whole ecosystem.
That's right. It's about building the entire ecosystem required for sustained AI transformation, not just deploying isolated models or technologies. Without these enablers, even brilliant agentic concepts will struggle to move from pilot to true enterprise impact.
The report delivers an unequivocal message here, doesn't it? The rise of AI agents is more than just a technological shift. Agents represent a strategic inflection point that will redefine how companies operate, compete, and create value.
And this pivot, this fundamental shift from experimentation to scaled transformation,
Cannot be delegated down the organizational hierarchy. It must be initiated and led by the CEO, a clear, top-down mandate.
Exactly. The CEO, as the ultimate leader, has three key actions to drive this monumental transformation, according to the report.
Action 1.
Action 1. Conclude the experimentation phase and realign AI priorities. Conduct a structured, honest review across the organization. Capture lessons learned. Critically formally retire unscalable pilots not delivering strategic value.
Be deliberate, ruthless in prioritization.
Yes. Pivot sharply to strategic AI programs targeting high-impact domains and processes, ensuring every initiative is tied to a clear, measurable business outcome.
Okay, action 2.
Action 2. Redesign the AI governance and operating model. Establish a powerful strategic AI council. Include key cross-functional leaders, business units, CHRO, CDO, CIO.
And their mandate.
Broad and critical. Oversee AI direction, rigorously coordinate AI, IT, data investments to prevent fragmentation, implement robust value tracking via KPIs tied to tangible business outcomes, ensure accountability, alignment, unified direction.
Got it. And action 3.
Action 3. Launch a first lighthouse transformation project and simultaneously initialize the Agentic AI Tech Foundation. Kick off a carefully selected number of high-impact agentic AI-driven workflow transformations in core visible areas.
These lighthouse projects serve as success stories, generate momentum, critical learning.
Correct. And crucially, in parallel, the CEO must commit to actively laying the groundwork for a robust agentic AI tech foundation.
Investing strategically in all the key enablers. Tech infrastructure, the mesh, data quality, governance, workforce readiness.
It's a dual-track approach, proving value and building capacity simultaneously.
This is truly a clear call to action for leadership. Move decisively from exploring to executing. A key takeaway from today's deep dive.
And the report highlights Moderna merging its HR and IT leadership as an example of this commitment.
Yes. Signaling AI isn't just a technical tool, but a workforce-shaping force, requiring a rewired organizational structure to fully embrace the agentic era.
A tangible demonstration of fundamentally altering how the enterprise operates.
Okay, let's wrap things up in the conclusion. The report powerfully stresses that agentic AI has the power to reshuffle the deck across industries.
Right. This isn't just incremental improvement, it's a strategic inflection point where competitive landscapes will be redrawn. Done right, they offer laggards a leapfrog opportunity to rewire their competitiveness. Done wrong, or not at all, they risk accelerating the decline of today's market leaders.
Starkly described as a moment of strategic divergence. Companies either seize this opportunity or risk being left behind. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Indeed. The technology is no longer nascent. It's mature enough for genuinely transformative change. CEOs must fundamentally rethink AI transformation.
Not as scattered pilots, but as focused end-to-end reinvention efforts.
Identifying high-potential business domains and pulling every lever, from reimagining workflows to redistributing tasks between humans and machines to rewiring the organization based on new operating models.
Consciously, deliberately building a new kind of enterprise where agents are foundational, integrated elements.
It's clear. Agentic AI is not an incremental step. It is the foundation of the next-generation operating model. Leaders who act decisively now won't just gain a temporary performance edge.
They will fundamentally redefine how their organizations think, decide, and execute at every level.
The report emphasizes the time for mere exploration is rapidly ending. The time for profound transformation driven by agentic AI is unequivocally now.
So, with all that in mind, what does this all mean for you, for your role, your team, your organization? Consider not just how you can use AI.
But more importantly, who you want your organization to become in an increasingly agent-driven world.
If agents can truly run 60% of a function, maybe more, what does that incredible efficiency and autonomy free up your human talent to do?
What kind of higher-order value, creativity, human connection, strategic insight can only be created when machines and humans truly co-create and collaborate at this unprecedented depth?
Allowing humans to focus on what they do best. Complex problem solving, innovation, empathy, strategic vision.
And this raises a truly important question for your immediate consideration. What is the single most critical process in your organization that, if fundamentally reinvented with agentic AI, could profoundly shift your competitive position?
Think about those bottlenecks, those manual error-prone processes, those core value drivers constrained by human limitations.
Envision what they could become with autonomous, intelligent agents at their core. The time for passive exploration is ending. The time for active strategic transformation is now.
Okay, to help you translate today's in-depth discussion into concrete steps for action, here's a practical 9-point action plan. It's directly inspired by the McKinsey report and aligned with what we teach at the AI Coach. Ready?
Let's lay it out.
Number 1, assess your current AI state. Conduct that structured, honest review of all existing Gen AI initiatives. Clearly identify horizontal versus vertical.
And critically, formally conclude the experimentation phase for non-strategic, unscalable pilots. Be decisive. Cut things that aren't working.
Number 2, redefine your unit of transformation. Shift focus from isolated use cases to the end-to-end reinvention of full business processes or entire persona journeys.
Ask that provocative question. What would this function look like if agents ran 60% of it? Prompt reimagining, not just automation.
Number 3, identify lighthouse transformation projects. Select 1 to 2 core business areas with the highest potential for agentic AI-driven workflow transformation.
Ideally complex, cross-functional processes prone to exceptions, where redesign offers far greater value than simple automation. Visible proofs of concept.
Number 4, form cross-functional transformation squads. Break down silos. Build durable, dedicated teams inherently cross-functional.
Business experts, process designers, AIM-LOPS engineers, IT architects, software engineers, data engineers all together. Crucial for driving reinvention.
Number 5, prioritize agent-first architecture. Agentic AI mesh. Begin laying the foundational groundwork for that mesh. Focus on the 5 design principles.
Composability, distributed intelligence, layered decoupling, vendor neutrality, favoring open standards, governed autonomy, and explore the 7 capabilities like discovery and observability, scalable, secure, future-proof.
Number 6, address the human element proactively. Actively foster that human plus agent mindset across the organization. Identify and train for new roles.
Prompt engineers, agent orchestrators, human-in-the-loop designers. Invest significantly in training, cultural change, build trust through transparency and predictability.
Number 7, strengthen data foundations. Accelerate data productization. Move from ad hoc pipelines to reusable, high-quality data products.
Critically, extend data governance to unstructured data. Ensure it's well-managed, accessible, reliable fuel for agent intelligence.
Number 8, establish robust agent governance. Develop comprehensive governance frameworks specifically for agents. Define autonomy levels, decision boundaries, monitoring, audit mechanisms.
Prevent sprawl, ensure accountability, guarantee safe, compliant operation.
And finally, number 9, CEO leadership is non-negotiable. If you are a leader, you must personally initiate and lead this pivotal shift.
Establish that strategic AI council with key functional leaders, HR, data, IT included. Align AI priorities directly with business outcomes. Rigorously track value via measurable KPIs. Top-level commitment is key.
Phew, that's a solid plan.
Implementing these strategic steps will empower your organization to move decisively from that frustrating paradox, widespread deployment, minimal impact, to actively seizing the tangible, transformative advantages of agentic AI. This holistic, actionable approach is precisely the essence of what we advocate for at the AI Coach by Anil Nathu, delivering practical, actionable insights for real systemic transformation that will redefine how your business operates and competes.
We truly hope this deep dive into seizing the agentic AI advantage has provided you with a clear, actionable roadmap for navigating the critical next phase of AI transformation within your organization. It's undoubtedly an exciting time, albeit one filled with new challenges and, well, opportunities.
Remember, the most profound and impactful change comes not from merely adding new tools or technologies to existing processes, but from fundamentally reimagining how work is done, with intelligent agents serving as powerful, autonomous, and trusted collaborators at the core.
Thank you for joining us today. Visit the AI Coach website for more AI insights.